All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the pre-market prep. I hope everyone's having an amazing morning. I hope you had a great day yesterday. Good morning, Norm. How are you doing today?
Morning, brother.
Good morning. Good morning. All right, guys. Welcome. As you know, for those that were expecting Jared early this morning, we know that Fridays now Jared will not be doing engineering the markets only Monday to Thursday. So on Fridays we will start at 8:30 right into the pre-market prep. So before we get right to it, guys, thank you so much for Daniel for that super chat donation earlier this morning. He reads,
Absolutely.
this donation is all for all my fellow diehard fans of BBT. So I figured I would do this before the show starts. This super chat is for the community. Thank you so much for that, guys. Let's crush these numbers for July as we rack up the dollars for the charity that we are going to be doing this month. So thank you for that, Daniel, as always, for the continued support there. With that said, let's take a look quickly at what we had yesterday, starting with FSLY. So let's get our 5-minute chart in here and see the amazing action
We gotta hurry up and get this going because with the SPY spiking, or Gapper's list is going to grow. So we've got to get ahead of it and beat it.
Oh, with the numbers coming out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll just do two good ones here, guys. FSOY. No, we'll get right to it, man. Let's go with, do you want to do the SPY right now?
No, go ahead. Let it settle
sure?
down a little. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me know when you're ready. So, guys, FSOY was incredible. I'm not going to go into too much details, but look at it right here, how nice this was. Hood. Guys, we cannot talk enough about Hood and this drop that it had yesterday. It's just a freight train. Hopefully, you did not try to get in front of this for a reversal. It never came. This thing dropped like it had no bottom yesterday. Uber, Norm, you know that this looked particularly special yesterday, and it did trade very well. Normally it does not, but we did like what we saw here. And you can see here a deeper pullback than what we like to see, but still an amazing trade yesterday on Uber. And then here we have AMC, which continues to be on play, guys. So not a bad day. Had a great list yesterday. Let's get into our gappers list this morning. And as Norm said, when those numbers come out, this thing is going to get insane. Already, not we've seen worse for sure, but I do expect this thing to
It'll grow as we go. Yeah.
Yep.
So we just had a lot of data drop. For some reason, there we go. We had non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate, and average hourly earnings drop for July. Non-farm payrolls and the unemployment rate came in. Unemployment rate came in at 5.4 versus 5.7 expected. Non-farms came in at added 943,000 compared to the 870 estimate, so a beat there. Private payrolls 703 versus 700, so roughly in line. And average hourly earnings, a little bit of show of how much inflation we might get on the employment there. 0.4 versus 0.3 month over month, so not too insane. Year over year was 4 versus 3.8, so a little bit more than expected, but not a huge difference. So anyway, as you can see, that spiked the SPY to all-time highs on heavy volume. And we'll see. I mean, that's really the big news of the whole week. Just came out right as we were coming on. So we've got wholesale inventories 10 a.m. and consumer credit at 3. But what just came out at 8:30 is really what's going to be the catalyst for the day.
Yeah, we see the SPY sparking up right now, as you can see here on the 5-minute. So let's get to our gappers list. Nope, that's not what I want. I want this right here. Perfect. All right, guys, starting with our gapping up list, let's get rid of what we have here. Shift, highlight, and then Control X gets rid of all of that. And then here, MVST this morning. We've seen this one before. I'm not a big fan of this one. Let's get the daily here. Let's get the 5-minute in place. Pre-market action does look good today, though. We do have 1.1 million shares traded, and we're up 16% on this one this morning. So maybe another continuation of yesterday's action. We did pop up pretty decent there. Let me get my Epic pen to help us out here. Yeah, it could be okay, guys. I think today looks actually decent. MVST. I'm going to put it as a possible because normally I do not like this stock, but let's see. Today's pre-market action is looking decent. CSOD, this one, CSOD, there we go. Ooh, horrible buyout. You guys know what that means.
Yeah,
so
that is.
We're not going to spend time on it. Next one is XENT, another buyout.
Yep,
Looks like it at
buyout.
least, right? So we'll skip on that one. Plug. All right, we got going on with Plug. I like Plug this morning already. I like the action we're
Had
getting here on the
earnings last night.
pre-market. Ha ha ha! Beautiful thing. Love it. Let's add Plug there. That is good. DKNG this morning also looking good.
Had
Nice.
earnings this morning.
Yeah, we're cranking today, baby. Yes. DKNG. Let's put that on there. DD. DD's good pre-market action. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's not really the daily's not really doing much for me. I don't know, guys. I'm on the fence. Possible, might not stay there. ASTR today.
Didi
Yeah.
made some agreement with the Chinese government about data and such. So that's what they're up on this morning. I don't know how it'll carry through, but we'll see.
All right, excellent. So yeah, we'll put it here as a possible. Let's see how that makes out. Again, volume is great, guys. They're up 6% right now, so not bad. Hood definitely in place in play. I mean, this thing is just insane. What it did yesterday, what it did the day before. I think this is going to be in play for some time. I read an article where they were talking about the people that are hardcore fans versus the skeptics on Hood are going to be having a nice battle, a nice war for months to come. So hopefully we'll be part of that. Hopefully it'll be nice and tradable for us day traders here. So looking good right now. A great volume, 1.8, excuse me, up 3% at the moment. I'm definitely going to add this to my list. You have to be careful with it, guys. It can move quite a bit. Again, you want to make your money here on the move and not on the number of shares you take. Very, very careful with taking a full size and something that can move very aggressive as Hood can. I'm going to look at Space and we'll stop it here and maybe NCLH. Space this morning, you know, they're up 2.8. Their daily, though, has gone to crap here. I mean, it's just not doing much, right? Just been chopping around. So I'm not sure if they're in play.
Yeah.
If they can eventually break out of this, maybe. But I'm not liking anything on here. So we'll skip on Space. I'm
Had
going to look
earnings
at
last night, but I agree. I don't know if it's doing much.
Yeah, it's not doing anything. So they do better when they have successful
It's hard enough to
launches.
trade when it's God. It's hard enough when they. It's hard enough to trade when it's in play, much less when it's just chopping around.
Yeah, definitely not happening, guys. Look at the less volume you have in the last couple of weeks. So not much going on there. And I'm going to look at NCLH because that's a favorite of ours. This one is gapping out 2.5 this morning. No volume at the moment. Is anything going on with the cruise lines? We'll take a quick look at CCL. Yeah, there's some action there.
So
American Airlines.
NCLH, I believe it's one of them. I think it's NCLH is in a battle with Florida over vaccines and stuff. So
Interesting. We'll put them on here and then we'll come back and we'll recheck CCL and all those other ones. NCLH. We'll put that on there because they do have a nice little pop today. Just the volume is not there, guys. We need more volume on this one. But I do like the daily, what we did yesterday, and a possible continuation towards at least 26 will be very nice. All right, let's see what's gapping down today. Here we have Nvax, and we know Nvax could be such
earnings on NCLH as well.
I'm sorry?
Lou in the room just pointed out NCLH had earnings.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
I have not pulled up NCLH this morning. It was not on my list when I started generating it.
Yeah, no, it looks like it just got here, getting above that 2%. Nvax, guys, very difficult to trade, dropping here very hard, 13% after two really bang-up days. Again, just I don't like this stock, so I'm not going to add it to my list. If you have success with it in the past, if you like the price action on it, add it to yours. It's just very difficult for me to trade this one. AU, I believe, is foreign. Doesn't trade very well.
Yeah, it's a foreign gold miner. It's usually trash.
Yeah, they're down pretty big today, 10%. So that could maybe kind of switch things up a little bit. I still won't add it. I think I'd rather watch other stuff that's been trading really well. Like we know we're going to have AMC, we know we're going to have AMD, and we're going to have probably Hood, Neo, and one of these other tickers that have been very active the last couple of days. EJH this morning, this one's dropping down 7.7. Man, just horrific daily here, has not caught a break. The daily is not great besides the last couple of days, down 7.6, 273,000. I mean, I don't like the stock as much on the daily. The last 3 days or 4 days, whatever this is looking pretty interesting maybe. I don't know. Let's put it on here. We can always come back to it. OCGN, another one of ones that we've been watching quite a bit. They're losing some ground here, down 6.5, 616,000. So they got more volume than usual this morning.
And earnings this morning that I think just came out a couple of minutes ago.
Oh, that could be interesting because I was
or they might have their call going on right now.
Okay, perfect. They haven't done much over the last couple of weeks, but that could be interesting on OCGN. We know they can trade well when they have some type of volume or catalyst, and they look definitely going to have a catalyst depending how this call goes. And they do have volume and are down 6.5, so looking good pre-market. We're going to be watching this one for sure. Let's move this over here. All right, that's pretty good right now. ZY. I mean, this was active yesterday.
Did you just say Zed?
Zed, man, from Brian and my friend Peter and
You're
everybody up
American.
north, everybody up north in Canada, our Canadian friends. ZY, ZY is looking pretty good here this morning. Well, no, look, this was yesterday. Looked good yesterday. I think, did Brian ever took a shot at this? I don't know if he actually traded it. I know he was looking at it very closely. He either traded it or missed a trade on it. I don't see a whole lot going on today, so I'm going to skip it. We'll go to VNE. No good there. Horrible daily, horrible everything on this one. VXRT. VXRT has been in play a couple of times with a good pre-market action, and then at the market open, it's just trash. So I'm not going to spend no time on this at all. Let's move on down to you, Norm. What do you have that you like this morning?
I mean, AMD, it's been in play consistently recently for sure. So that'll be on mine.
Beautiful daily on AMD, by the way. This looks real nice right here. It's ran up so much, it's giving some back here, which is okay. Still a very strong stock, guys. Don't get fooled, but getting a nice little pullback here at the moment. Anything else on?
Nothing, just that scotch you're sipping on.
Yeah, I'm sipping my scotch here with my my happy faces. All right, there you go. I don't know if the camera can zoom in on that, but those are happy faces. You cannot see them. There it is. All right, let's get over to the room, guys. Starting with Dan, you're giving us American Airlines. Yeah, I think American Airlines and NCLH are decent here. We're gonna keep those on deck. They're starting to again just get going. We'll see if the volume ever comes in here. AMC, yes, AMC is a must watch as well. Nice trading yesterday on AMC. Here, man, this thing came back up, gave you a nice little off patterns here above the highs of the days. Just some good breakouts on AMC. I like that one. We got volume today. I think that's going to be good to watch. Heading on down to ZNGA. ZNGA, what do we have here? They are down 15%. 1.8 million shares traded. A lot of action happening last night, though. Here this morning, pre-market is not so pretty. Right now, they do got some volume, but man, look how this volume is trading. This is 1.8 million shares traded since. No, it can't be right. 1.8 since this morning. Something is off here. I don't like this. I don't know. I don't like this. it just doesn't look good.
They had earnings last night. This is Zynga. The mobile gaming company that was so popular a few years ago and then just kind of went to hell. But
yeah. I'm not sure, guys. If you guys like it, you can put. I don't like this one right now. And maybe it'll get better.
Words with Friends. There you go. I couldn't remember which game it was, but that's the company that had Words with Friends.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that was really big.
Thank you, Reagan.
Yep. That was really big. I'm not sure how popular it is now, but yeah, I remember that. Space. We looked at this one, guys. Right now, I don't think it's really in play. Let's wait for some volume or something to happen here. We can put it on a possible just so that we relook at it again before we drop it off. But right now it's not looking pretty good. SWCH pre-market is horrible. They got an amazing pop, 19%, but just no volume at all. 38,000 shares traded only. So that is concerning. I'm not sure if this is forming or not. It doesn't look like it, but the volume extremely light as well. So I don't expect heavy volume to come into this, especially when you're up this much and not seeing any type of activity.
Earnings, but they usually don't trade on much volume. I don't believe it's foreign, but I don't know that it's. I agree. It's not looking great to me, and it's got no volume. So.
Yeah, no, I don't think it looks good neither. So we'll skip on that one. Goose giving us Neo today. Neo, I like the daily on Neo. Possible breakout. It did trade very well yesterday. Also, XPEV traded very good. We didn't have those on watch, but I just checked in on them, and they were pretty good yesterday if you had them on deck. Right now, volume is a little bit lighter, but I do like Neo as a possible. It can be nice one if it gets the volume. I do like the daily here, and the reason why I would like. You might ask, well, Space has the same daily, right? They're possible breakout. Yeah, but Neo has a better chance of actually breaking out with volume Space doesn't, right? If you look at Neo's daily, you see a lot of great days in here. You've seen a lot of better intraday action on Neo than you will see on Space, right? So Space, yeah, you have a possible breakout here as well, but Neo is a 10 times better stock. BY, this was the low for that went nuts, right? BYSI, they are popping up here 14%. I know they were up huge a couple of days ago on some news. Yeah, this is in play. I took this off my list because the madness we saw, but I know a lot of you guys shorted this at 40 in pre-market 2 days ago and did very well. Just be careful with it. Definitely, I don't know if it's a low flow. I'm gonna treat it like one. It is 20. Yeah, treat this like a low flow. 20 million shares traded, and the way this thing is moving, you might as well. I have it down here on a risky pile. Could be the low flow of the day this morning. Yes, the cancer news, Adam, that came out a few days ago. That's why they got that huge pop here. I think they were as high as 40. I mean, this guy's really took off there. BA looks interesting. Let's check. BA, oh yeah, the daily looks interesting. I wish they had a little more volume, but yeah, the daily for a possible breakout. You know, yeah. So,
I think there's enough. We don't need to dig that far this morning.
I agree.
Maybe it'll come up on scanners.
I agree. Oscar, on CCL, we have NCLH there. We'll think about CCL and American Airlines when we look at that one, see if there's anything going on there. But a lot of these they're starting to come alive a little bit. All right, let's over on YouTube real quick. What do we guys have? BTBT, Bitcoin. Bitcoin was good yesterday too. So Mara popped up pretty nice. As you can see here, BTBT popping up. Now, guys, out of all the Bitcoin type plays, I like Mara or what's the other one? Riot. I think these are the better trading stocks. They had a big day yesterday. Not sure if today's going to get some kind of continuation, but nice big day yesterday. Pretty clean there. I'd rather watch Riot or Mara if you're going to look at that space. But right now I don't see much going on. Maybe a possible continuation. I'm gonna add Mara. They had such a bang up day yesterday. Maybe a possible continuation today. Heading on down, Plug we do have on deck. Looks very interesting. I agree. Heading on down, BYND.
Beyond the meat.
Beyond the meat. We have not looked at this one in quite some time.
It's a good
let's see what we have here. You think so?
You have a hotkey for that picture, don't you?
I do have a hotkey for this picture, man. It is set in there. It is on hotkey number 46 for sure. All right, BYND, my friend, down, and probably enormous the cost of this. They're down 3.8 today. 65,000 shares traded.
I pray to God you never get any blackmail pictures of me, brother.
And yeah, I don't know, guys. This is a very difficult stock to trade right now. Pre-market though looks very bad. I don't see anything great on it. I'll wait for this to hit the scanners. It's got to hit the scanners really hard because again, I just don't see anything good at the moment. They're down with no volume, and they could be crappy at times to trade. Very choppy. So I agree, Monica. Beautiful drop here, but nothing has happened at the moment. It's low volume. Let's see if that picks up. NCLH, we do have Tau. You guys know how we feel about this one. It is just, look at this thing. Yeah, you don't want to be touching this. I mean, and especially all the stuff going over with the Chinese government and these tickers. Just got to be careful. I don't think they're good, really. I think you can put it this way, you can definitely find better trading stocks. That's it. You don't have to look at everything. You don't have to have a list that's 15 miles long. You just got to have the right stocks, and there's more right stocks that you can watch than that one. Tons of volume, 10 million shares traded. I don't like when these stocks have this price and have all this volume. Their price action is weird. And I bet you this is probably not even low flow right here, 14%. So be careful with it. Again, something about these stocks with this much volume at this price target, they seem a little difficult to trade. Their price action is weird. I'm not going to add it to my list, guys, but just be careful if you're going to be watching this. All right, we're going to stop here. Nvax, we did look at already. Again, yes, it is in play. Nvax absolutely is in play. It has great volume. It is down 13%. If you have this on your deck, guys, just make sure you're looking out for that spread, even at the market open. And the price action could be funky at times. Just be mindful of that spread. Could be pretty wide. And it's just straight a little funky. I think we're good, guys. FTW, hockey. Plug, we do have on deck. That's good. BYND, we looked at. CHWY. What do we have here? No, not really in play, no volume. And any we looked at, guys, again, we'll put it on here, we'll look at it again, but that type of volume with that price target, I'm just not sure about it. We'll see. Let's look at it in a few minutes. All right, guys, let's go over, we have a lot. I think we're good on our list. Let's go over to our community announcements. We'll come back and fine tune our list. Hey, brother, you're on mute.
Oh,
There you go.
sorry. Dr. Reed's webinar is posted, and next week, what is this the old one? Or there you go. On Tuesday, you've got Mike talking about fundamentals of risk control. That'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's our success webinar for next week. We'll have the full updated schedule with 2 weeks in advance, like we usually do, starting next week. We've got all that finally squared away. For some reason, we've struggled this summer with it. But we have had content every week, nevertheless.
Yes.
And then, so Dr. Reed's webinar is posted. Dr. Katz will be doing his town hall format next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Choose 2 traders from the community and moderate a conversation with them about their trading journey for all to sit in on, ask questions and such. Our BBT family giving drive for July wrapped up. All of the super chat donations go to charity and are matched dollar for dollar by Andrew. Let's empty his pocket this month for August. But for July, just shy of $260. So we'll have a little over 500 to give to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention when he gets back. The August charity is the Organization for Autism Research in honor of Thor. So thank you guys. Much appreciated. Glad we're doing that. All right. If you want to participate in the member trade of the day, trade of the week, take a screenshot of your best trade of the day with entries and exits, of course, and then mark it up with any commentary you can to describe the trade. Post it on Twitter, tag at Bearbull Traders, at MikeB_BBT, and at NormBBT. Also use the hashtag BBT Family Day Trading and Stock Market. We will choose a winner for each day and announce on Twitter and in the room. And then all those trades of the day are eligible for Trade of the Week, which will be voted on over the weekend by the team and announced on Monday. If you're watching on YouTube, haven't been in the chat, you can use the promo code PREMARKET24 to get a discount off the intro membership. That is 7 calendar days and 5 trading days. It does not do anything after that. It cancels itself. You actively have to choose a membership if you want to continue. Also, if you want to take advantage of the annual elite membership, get access to all the great content that we have in the webinars and past webinars and everything like that, mentoring, use the promo code SUMMER40. That'll get you 40% off the annual elite membership.
All right, excellent, guys. Let's get to it. All right, let's start with our list here. Let's see what we have. We have Plug on deck, was looking pretty good this morning. I like
one last thing. Thank you, Mike. Meetup, Phoenix tomorrow. Phoenix meetup tomorrow. Check the forums. You can RSVP there. Mike will be there. So thank you very much.
All right, excellent, guys. Definitely, Mike would love to see you guys there. So make sure you RSVP to that. Here we go, guys. Plug looking good. Great pre-market action this morning. Like what I'm seeing there. Good volume so far, almost 700,000. It is up 9% with a nice pop this morning. So Plug is definitely in play. Even DKNG looking real nice in this pre-market action, guys. A nice pop of 8.5. Had a decent day yesterday and looking to crush that today. So got a couple of levels coming up here on the daily as well. We'll mark those when we get there, but definitely very good. We'll keep that one on here. Here's Hood right now. Again, it's probably going to be wild. I think it'll be a good one to watch. Maybe a possible, depending on your risk tolerance, but definitely in play on this one. We do have shares for short. It is on short selling restriction. That means you can still short it, but you have to sit on the ask, just to get in on that trade. OCGN was having, I believe, their call at this time. They're moving nicely. Got some good volume. The only thing I don't like about this one is the daily. We're kind of stuck between all these levels here. I like when things are breaking out either up or down. So this will be nice if we can slam against this 680 or this 780 or so. I would love to see that, but let's see. Let's see where it goes from here. AMD is looking very good. Definitely in play. Amazing daily on AMD, giving some back this morning. Let's see if this down day from yesterday is going to continue into today's action. Right now we're down 1.1 with some amazing volume and some good pre-market action. So definitely AMD in play. And AMC had a very good day yesterday. Pre-market is looking okay, could be better. It is not DKNG pre-market action as you're seeing here. Look how beautiful that thing looks. But it does have some good volume to it, 1.3 million. Let's see if this thing can turn nice today. All right, so that's what we have on our main list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is good. Secondary list, we have Neo trying to go red right now. NVSTs, that's got a good pre-market action. Maybe something like this could replace Hood, right? Because Hood could be a little bit wild at times, so maybe this could be replaced. That DD I don't like as much, so I'll keep it on there. NCLH, still not great volume. We'll keep an eye on it. We have American Airlines here too. We'll keep an eye on that one. And someone earlier mentioned the CCL. Yes, they're there. They all got this one pop. But outside of that, it's not a whole lot going on. They all had a good day yesterday. I know American Airlines crushed it yesterday, guys. If you saw that, look at this pop here. It found a beautiful level here, 1940. Look at the day it had. That was nice there. But right now, let's see. Let's see if it hits our scanners. I don't think they're great yet. I think what we have on our main list is just slightly better than these. But we know these can be very, very explosive if something gets going there. Space, I don't think there's much going on here. And if they start heading south here and getting back into this congested area, I don't really want to deal with them. So I'm going to delete them from there. Mara, very good day yesterday. I'll wait for it to hit the scanners. I'm going to remove it from now. It had an amazing day yesterday, pretty clean. But at the moment, not looking all that great pre-market right now. Possible continuation on it. We can come back to it. Did we look at EJ? EJ, I love this drop, guys, down 8.2. Let's see where this goes. We have NCLH. Okay, I think we have a good secondary list. And I am motivated to move, I think, MVST. Yeah, let's replace, how's Neo? Neo, no, not so great, dropping down. I want to see Neo break out of this, move towards the less area of resistance. All right. So let's remove Hood. I think we're going to bring Hood down, and I'm going to add NVST. I think this one's got some good stuff going on for it. It's up 17% right now. It's got great volume, 1.8. And then we'll bring Hood here. Hood is like a top possible, but we know this thing can be very, very choppy. So just be careful with this, especially at the open. Let it settle down and see what the mood is for today on Hood. But MVST, definitely great pre-market action right now. Up 17%, looking pretty good there. All right, so that is what we have. I think we have a decent list. Did we do levels? We did not do levels. I did not do levels. Let's do levels. What am I doing here? Sorry, guys. We'll do levels for this. So plugs. Let's start with plug here. So plug, let's do level. I was ready to go to the moderates lineup because I see a lot of the moderates throwing their lists already. They're prepared this morning, very early. All right, let's do levels, guys. Plug here, 2890. We'll add this one on here. Towards the bottom, low of the pre-market, 2769. We'll put that on there. And then below that, guys, plenty of levels. Highs and lows from the last 2 trading days got you pretty much covered there. So you're all set. Previous day close, everything looking good there. Love this pop into plug this morning. Pre-market action looking very active right now. If we do have a level where the price action is kind of dancing with right now. Right on here, just slightly above it, over at 28.35. That's actually right on it. 28.35. You see this area right here of resistance. You got a couple of days also touching that down here as support and some more resistance there. So that's a good level. You can see in the pre-market how that's playing out already. You got some action happening right there. So that is good. And then towards the top, above 28.91, we do have a level here at 29.66. And then another one all the way up here over at 30.16. Great level of support and resistance happening there at that 30.16. So pretty good on plug, guys. I like the action right now. I like the volume. We'd love for this to hold here and just head towards that high of the pre-market. Let's see what it wants to do today. DKNG ripping nicely up 8.2 right now. Leaving the levels here down here, the highs and lows from the last 2 trading days. You also have your pre-market low here. I don't think it's as important as your high from yesterday and your previous day close right on here, right? So you can mark that down, 49.95. But to some more important levels, here we have a great area of resistance support. A lot happening here at this 53.34 right on. You can see a lot of support resistance happening here. So more resistance happening there, changing direction, which we like off levels. That's pretty good. In the pre-market action, you're kind of getting some breakout happening a little bit lower around here, 53, a nice little area of resistance, then a beautiful breakout on volume. So that is nice. Pre-market high at the moment sitting at around 54.95. So we will mark that down, 54.95. And then above that, we do have this level here at 55.98. So we'll slam a level there as well. Looking pretty good. Let's get something above that, because if this thing continues to move the way it's moving, it can actually go higher than this 55.95. Let's look at this daily. Do we have anything clean here? Not really. Maybe This is definitely a level, 59.71. I want to find something a little bit closer, maybe the support of this, yeah, because you got a consolidation happening here, 57.27. If you look between these two levels, guys, a lot of ping pong action here happening between these levels back and forth when it was consolidating. A few times it fell out of that, but you can see it kind of recovered quickly back into this back and forth action. So 57.27, 59.71 are two good levels in case this thing does want to rip right now. 1.3 million shares traded, looking pretty strong right now, up 8%. So we're good there on levels. Let's look at OCGN this morning. Again, these guys are the daily just looks pretty bad, man. We're just stuck between all these levels. Maybe a possible, depending how things develop as we get closer to 9:30, depending what the other moderators are watching, if they have something that looks a little bit better than this. But it's just stuck between all these levels. So as far as levels, I don't think you need to add anything. There's just way too much going on here. You're pretty much set on OCGN. So good volume right now. They're down 5%. Would love for this to start breaking out of this range if possible, more towards the downside since we're down right now, 5.3. Here is AMD, guys. You're covered towards the top, highs and lows from the last two trading days. Your all-time highs somewhere around there, 123. Did we hit 123 yesterday? I mean, the day before. So you're good there. Low of the pre-market at the moment, sitting at 110.71. We'll slam a level there, head towards the bottom. We'll put another level here over at 107.72. And just in case, I don't think we'll get down here, 103.89. That's a long way from the price action at the moment. I think 107.72, and also with this moving average here, might be a little more realistic today. But we have it on here. AMD definitely in play. Great volume. Has been great to trade the last couple of days. Giving some back this morning after, giving some back yesterday and this morning after such a beautiful run, guys. This thing has been just insane. Once it broke 100, just really never looked back. So pretty nice. Heading down to AMC. AMC, as far as levels, we got some that were stuck here between the highs and lows of the last two trading days. I'm going to look at towards the bottom of the price action below the previous day close. We do have a level here, 31.22. You have support happening here. You also have a day opening here as well, 31.22. So you can mark that there. The low of the pre-market is just slightly below the previous day close, not by much, maybe a couple of cents here, 33.15. So we'll throw a level there. And then towards the top, the pre-market high over at 34.72. So you're pretty much set there, guys, as far as the levels between the price action and towards the bottom. If we were to get above this 34.71 and the high from 2 days ago, right on here, around 35.23, we can find something above here. I think this will be good right there. Yeah, this is a good one here. Great area of support, guys. Look how many times we try to stay above that. And I love when candles do this, right? You open up, you slam down, you come right back up to this level. You know, that is a good sign of that support. So 37.05, definitely a good area of support for this stock. The minute we broke down from that, we're not able to recover. You can see how the slam down went down there on AMC. NVST, again, very active pre-market action. Hood squeeze. Let me see what's going on with Hood. Oh, there we go, guys. This thing is on fire. So be on the lookout. This is what I'm talking about. You got to be very careful how you trade this thing because it can be very wild. So definitely in play at the moment. But let's look at NVST. Again, this is a little more calmer. Maybe we'll move Hood up. We'll see. 1291 high of the pre-market right now. The low of the pre-market over at 1086. We'll slam a level right over here, 1086. And then the price action right now. You do have a level right on here, right above, right below the price action. This will be probably 1206. Could be probably 12, the whole dollar number. But definitely want to mark this on. You can see the area of resistance that you're getting on there as well on that one. So that looks pretty good. Then slightly above that, above 1291, we do have, let's go to the left here, right over here at a 13. Not the best daily, guys. Not the best daily, but 1383, definitely a level there. And then slightly above that, we do have all the way up here, we do have 1503 as well. All right, so I think you're pretty much set on NVST. Again, NVST and Hood, both of these can actually replace each other. We just have to keep watching them closely. Hood is definitely in play right now, guys. In the pre-markets, you can see things moving as they are right now. So, all right, let's fine-tune this. Let's get over our, let's see, disable the video. Let's resize this. Let's bring our moderators lineup. We are early today. We are 9:04 so far. So early on the moderators lineup, but we have a few people there with the list already. Let's see here. Let's head on down. Here we go. All right, so far, and there'll be more coming in, but so far we have Peter, his IPOs for today, and also SPACs coming out today. Here's Mike. He's looking at a break of high scanners. He is looking at Nvidia, Facebook, and AMD. Dima is looking at MVST, Plug, AMD, and DKNG, which looks very good today, guys. And Tiffany's looking at DKNG, AMD, and AMC as well this morning. So that's what we have so far. We'll wait a little bit while the other moderators get their setup going here. And Hood just continues to rip here, guys. So be very careful if you're trading this in the pre-market at the moment. This is looking rather nice at the moment. So, guys, anything else? Anything else that we can cover while we wait for the rest of the moderators to come up with their list? While we do that, make sure you hit that thumbs up, guys. Consider subscribe if it's your first time here. We do have Brian and who's trading with Brian live today. I think Thor might be off on his vacation, but we have Brian trading live, and we'll probably have another one of the moderators trading live with him. We'll get that confirmation in a second here. So we'll see. There it go. Hood is ripping, guys. 3 million shares traded, up 11.4 right now. This thing is on fire. Yeah, I'll be the last resort. I'll probably trade with Brian, but I'll be the last resort. After the show, I definitely I go have breakfast. So I go have breakfast and listen to the two moderators trade live. So that is my gig after this. All right, let's see what we got going on here. What is the minimum capital I need to earn at least 1K a month? What is the minimum capital you need? Oh, you need to earn at least 1K a month. You know, it's a little difficult to say. You don't want to do it that way, Sec. I mean, when you're starting out, when you want to focus on the process, not the money. And I know that's difficult to say because we're all here for the money, but you really want to focus on the process first. So I've seen people with a capital of, 40,000 do that, risking doing very high risk trades, right? But that's not the way you want to calculate it. You want to calculate it based on, focus on the process, and then you'll see slowly as you start first risking like $50, per trade, or even less as you're starting out, and then you let that work itself in. As you increase risk, you see, okay, I can do this a month, I can do that a month. So you don't want to focus on that first. You don't want to put that goal immediately as you're starting out. That can put, again, Brian talked about this a little bit yesterday, that can add a lot of pressure to your trading. All right, I think we have more moderators coming in with their list. So Eamon, not liking much today, but he is going to be keeping an eye on mRNA this morning, which is right here, man. Look at mRNA. This thing was trading at $60 when we started trading it, when we kind of hit our scanners. Now at 410, just insane. So mRNA, he'll be watching that one today on his list. All right, so we have here. Guys, any questions? Any other tickers that might not be on my list that you guys like this morning? Any, I have any down here along with some other low flow stocks, right? So if you look at any here, and any, I think it's like what, 14 million. So it's 14 million shares float. Yeah, it's active. I have it on here. I'm not a big fan of these price tags when they're moving like this with 13 million shares traded. It definitely is in play, guys. I'm not sure what the catalyst on this one. Definitely is in play, but just be careful on it. I also have BYSI. This was not looking as good anymore here. It did have some potential, but right now not looking great at the moment. Brian coming in with his list. He has Hood, Nvax, Plug, DKNG, and TNA on his list this morning. So that is Brian's list. He'll be trading live today as well, so you can talk a little bit more about what he likes. And as Brian mentioned yesterday, he goes into the market open trying to also fine tune the list even to the last minute as things come up on the scanner. So we'll see if that list sticks or if you find something better to trade. Over on YouTube, guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Really, really appreciate you guys doing that. Subscribe if it's your first time here. We are doing this every Monday through Thursday now with Engineering the Markets. And then Friday is only the pre-market prep, starting at 8 a.m. and 8:30 for the pre-market prep. Here we go. Okay, guys. Any questions? Dan is asking, so you say I eat after? Yeah, so actually, just to answer that, after I'm done with this, right, 9:15 or so, I go get some breakfast, usually oatmeal, and then I'll listen to Brian and Thor or whoever, Andrew, get ready. And then from there, what I'll do is I'll be done by 9:30. Then I'll start my trading. So it will take me 15 minutes just to eat, have my coffee, and relax. Nvax, yeah, guys, Nvax is in play. I know Brian has that one. I don't like it as much. I don't like the way it trades personally. So you just got to know how to trade this stock. The price action is a little bit funky at times. Check the spread before you get into this trade, but I won't be watching this one. So, but it is in play today. It has been if the last couple of days. We've seen this on our gappers list. So definitely take a look at that if you like the way this one trades. If you haven't traded it before, be very, very careful. Take very little shares on that type of stock. So Brian is also adding FEYE to his list, maybe. So he'll be looking at that. When did I give up my day job to trade full time? No, I didn't give up my day job. My day job gave up me. they let me go. I would have never left my day job to trade. It's just not a thing that would have crossed my mind at all. I got laid off, and that's how that happened. But and I loved my job, so I would have never left. I had a real nice, cozy job. So my job left me. It worked. It turned out the other way. So, but with a lot of notice, they gave me like 2-year notice, 7 packages, and all this stuff after 13 years there. So, they did pretty well. It's GE's fault. We'll blame GE for that. But that's a story for another time. Let's see here. Space is picking up. We looked at space earlier. Yeah, it's dropping here, but I think it's just going to get into this mess of consolidation of levels that we have here. So I'm concerned with that. I don't know if that's going to be any good, but the pre-market, though, I'll say this: the pre-market does look good. It is starting to pick up a little bit of some volume. I don't like the daily as much as some of the stuff we have here, starting with Hood here ripping up, guys. We're going to get another squeeze on here over to 57.50. We have MVST as well, which is coming down to the VWAP now a little bit. We have AMC, which, it's not looking as great now. We'd love this for a breakout, not a drop here. AMD looks very good this morning, guys. Has been for the last couple of days. OCGN getting a little bit of a pop here. Looking okay. DKNG, look at the action on DKNG. Great rejection of 54.95. This one is definitely in play, guys. The volume is there. It is moving very, very nice this morning. And we also have a plug here, which it's okay. I would love for the breakout, but we'll get something out of it. We got some volume. We have to see how the market open is going to treat it in a couple of minutes here. What I did before, I was a operations manager for a manufacturing company. Let me see here. All right, guys, I think we're all set. So I know Brian is coming on. Not sure who's coming on with him, but we will have trading live. So make sure you hit that thumbs up over, guys, over on YouTube. It takes you 2 seconds, and it helps us a ton when you do that. So thank you so much. Thank you, Daniel, for the super chat this morning as we continue to rack up these dollars for charity. So looking forward to a good month here in August as we end the month. We'll start reporting some of the numbers that we have collected for August and to the charity that we're going to be supporting this month. So all going to a good cause. And more importantly, also, Andrew matching it dollar for dollar. So let's, as we said, let's make him go broke. Good morning, Brian. How are you doing today?
Yeah, good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing very good, my friend. Doing very good. Let me transition over to you here, guys, over on YouTube. Thank you so much. Stick around. Brian is trading live with another moderator in just a second. So stick around as we prepare for the 9:30 in the market open. If I don't talk to you, trade safe, guys, and I will see you guys on Monday. Have an amazing weekend.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's still early, so, kind of building an interest list, I'll call it that. And as we get into the last 5 minutes of trading, we'll kind of lock in what I'll be watching here. But right now, plug looks kind of interesting. DKNG gapping up, but it's been weak over the last 10 or 15 minutes. Obviously, Hoods, some volume really came into that one. I just was tempted to take that trade, but it was all right. I kind of sat down after that second big candle on the 2-minute. I didn't really want to chase it at that point. DKNG is still sliding here. Huh. Okay, so DKNG raised 21 to 2021 guidance. Q2 sales. There was a beat. It's just gapped up, and now it's kind of trading a little bit weak. Plug's trading weak too. Just hang on. I'll take a look at that in a sec here. I was thinking it was going to be a short. Just because it's trading pretty weak this morning here. It's below the VWAP. I've got this lead balloon trade, which is the gapping up and then weak into the open. So it's usually a short. There just seems to be a lot of sellers in control right now. So I see we had the non-farm payrolls this morning came in. I think it came in above estimates. So interest rates are starting to respond accordingly. We're starting to come up a little bit on the interest rates. So I was kind of interested in the IWM because interest rates, if interest rates start to come up here, should be good for the small caps. They usually do well at a strong interest rate or a strong economy environment, which labor growth is always a good sign of a strong economy. Plus the interest rates. A lot of some regional banks are in the IWM, and they need the good interest rates to make money. Fallen Angel is something I'm looking at for example, like an Nvax or a plug. So you've got a stock that's gapping down into the open, showing weakness. It's below the VWAP. So look for a bit of a pop at the open and then short it off the VWAP. If it gets back up there, just take it short. Yeah, so the 10-year is up 0.065 here. That's quite a bit. We're getting back up to the 1.3% yield on the 10-year. So this is a pretty big move this morning. Oh, that's a rising devil. Sorry, yeah, you're right. Fallen Angel is the sort of the reverse strong, gapping up above the VWAP. Watch for the little pullback, which is the opportunity to take an entry long. So it looks like the hood's going to be in play today here. No, I think that was always the trade of it. It was a strong stock, gapping up, trading above the VWAP. The fallen part is when you get the open, you get a bit of profit taking, so it drops. But usually it doesn't drop below the VWAP. So that's your opportunity to get an entry, and then the buyers take control again. So Rising Devil is the short. That's the weak stock. Fallen Angel is the strong stock trading above the VWAP. If you take that one, Fallen Angel, you take it long. Rising Devil, you take it short. So I've got some calls that I've written expiring today. BABA 190s. Actually, those are puts. So hopefully we'll hang in today with BABA. I've got some AMD 125 calls that are going to expire today, and I'll just keep the premium on those. Oh boy. Yeah, I sold the AMD 125 calls. I was going to do the 120s. These are naked, by the way. These are all naked sales. They are kind of risky. I've also got some NVIDIA 200 calls, but those NVIDIA calls are covered, so I have the NVIDIA shares to cover them. And so I'm up on the shares, but unfortunately I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do today on that. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do today on that call, whether I want to get called away. NVIDIA. Plug's still looking weak. Yeah, they'll take my shares away. They'll sell them at, I'll get $200 for them. Plus I'll be keeping the premium that I got on them, which was about $250 for each 100 shares. Dagnammit, Plug, don't stop selling off. You need to be weak, but not that weak. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I think writing calls and puts against a position is a good way to generate income. It's just, and I did it with NVIDIA for, I think this was about the fourth week I've done it. Each time I just collected the premium. But this time, with NVIDIA being strong this week, I might get I'm now in a situation where I'm either going to lose my shares or I'm going to have to cover these calls at a higher level. Okay, we've got just over the IR. Plug. No, I don't. Well, I don't pay a lot of premium. I actually collect premium. When I'm selling puts or selling calls, I'm collecting the premium when I'm, and that's what I've been doing. So, So Jumaya, as far as a swing trade goes, I would say you definitely have a level to trade against here. It's still in an established downtrend. It is kind of flattening out. The 9 and the 20 are kind of, the 9 especially is kind of flattening out here. Jumaya is on a day, I'm looking at it on a daily basis. So if you look at, you look at the 9 moving average, it's just been using that as resistance. But we are trying to put in a bottom here. It looks like somewhere around 2050. So you could use that level as your stop, and hopefully we'll be starting to find a bottom here. I don't really have time to look at FinViz and look at some of the other numbers I like to look at. Like, I don't know what the share size is and the float, and I don't know if there's insider buying. I don't know what the numbers are in some of the financials. But from a technical basis, it looks like it's trying to hold this 20 level. Okay, so I'm going to just sort of lock in my, I'm locking in my watch list here. I'm liking Nvax. It's looking pretty weak here. And I'm liking FireEye, FEYE. It's looking really weak too. DKNG looks weak as well. Plug is starting to come back up again, so kind of negates some thoughts I had on that. All right, a minute and a half to the open here, and I am, DKNG hood looks interesting still. Looks like it's starting to pick up. Plug starting to warm up here. Yeah, the only thing, hood is going to go, I'm pretty sure. Okay, we got 15 seconds to the open. And we're off and running. Just long some hood. Just selling some here through 59. take some money off. It's out of the rest of hood. I'm just looking. I'm looking at DKNGs popping here. FireEye's popping up. Nvax. That was going to be weak. Not liking it. Okay, DKNG, maybe thinking about a long here. Not taking a trade yet. I just had the one on hood. I'm looking at FireEye too. FireEye's kind of still looking weak. Just shorted some FireEye here. We'll see what it does. Right now, everything's just a little bit choppy. Maybe it's not going to go down, drop here. Still sticking with this FireEye as long as it stays below the VWAP, which is pretty much where we are now. Just keeping an eye on DKNG. It kind of looks like it wants to break out here, but I don't trust it. Still, things are still kind of choppy. Look at DKNG DKNG is just going to be choppy. This is just a pretty choppy open. Had that pop on hood. Still sticking with a FireEye short as long as we're below 1780 now. I don't like FireEye. I'm going to get out of it. Oh, there's finally DKNG's giving it up here. Again, oh wow. There we go. That's a big drop. It just took a while for that to happen, and it just hung around through the VWAP for a long time too. Plug now dropping, Nvax dropping. Yeah, nice move on DKNG. Look at that. That was like it almost, I almost played that to the long side because it just looked like it was going to go. So it's been hasn't been a great open so far, guys. I mean, this is just the way things go. We've had 4 days of really good opens where there's been lots of opportunity. Today is may just be one where it's not going to be much going on unless still early though. IWM just rolled over. Look at AMD is ripping. Snaps popping up. Nothing been watching has really done much. It's just been choppy, except for Donkey Kong, which really just kind of faked everyone out, faked me out anyway. Um, just looking at AMD here, it looks pretty strong. Gonna get long some AMD here, 113.30. Just sell some here, 113.65. There's an R2 level here. I guess when MGNA is just in a chopping all over the place. I did take a quick look at it. Oh yeah, mullet is popping. Yeah, look at it go. Yep, nothing I've been watching, nothing on my watch list. Plug's been choppy. FireEye's been choppy. Nvax has started to break down. Now it's come back up. Plug's been choppy. MVST just chop fest. Nothing for no shares for short on MVST. AL. Yes, yeah, the airlines aren't doing much. DAL is at 18. Yeah, AL sold off a little bit. Now it's come back up. It's just trading just below the yesterday's high. I just shorted some plug. I think it's going to break down here. Maybe cover some here. I'll cover some right here. 72. 74 filled. I just don't trust anything today. Everything's kind of choppy. It is Friday. Yeah, eventually. Yeah, plug's doing the plug thing, right? Just getting ready to sell some here, just selling some more AMD here. Through 114, here we go. Diddly do. All right, so we got something in play here. And just hope plug doesn't go to 125 today. Still short some plug, still long some AMD. We'll see where it goes from here. I'm down quite a bit in size on AMD, so after this 114 move, so we'll just hang on to the rest for the time being. There's an R3 level at 114.50. Sticking with plug here. Come on, you can lose this next level. Do another flush for us. Another flush. Come on, come on. I know you want to do it. There we go. Just going to cover some more here. 27.61. Ooh, Hood finally decided to do something. Okay, so we've got an S2 level on plug at 27.27. Getting pretty extended from the view app here on plug. I would expect maybe getting a bit of a bounce around here. Oh, there goes the Hood. The volume's coming in on Hood too, by the way. Volume starting to pick up again. All right, just going to cover some more more plug here. 27.30. This is a S2 level right here. We may just cut right through this. S3 is just under 27. Mark, what did you do? Oh, AMD. Yeah, nice one. Nice catch on AMD. You caught it at the open. Took me a few minutes. Nice one, Chang. R3 to S3. Way to go. Nice one. Beauty. In honor of Thor. Jose, did you get that one too? Nice. Way to go. Everybody's yeah. AMD was definitely a decent play. AMD doing a bit of a pullback here. So I'm looking for it to hold in this area on just the little bit of shares I have left here. Oh, darn, you know what? They should have taken the rest off at that S3 level. S3 was 114.55. just got a little bit of I'm just using the camera pivot points. Okay, I'm just sitting here at 27 on plug. Do we get there? I'm going to cover the rest of it here. I'm all out of plug. 2703, it just might bounce here. I think I'm going to get out of AMD as well. So if it loses that low that it just made on that 2-minute candle, again, what is that? 113.80. If it loses the 113.80, I'm going to get out of AMD as well. Look at that! Look at that bounce on plug. Just almost nailed the bottom there. Okay, I'm out of AMD as well. So flat right now. That was turned into not a bad day after all. I'd be watching plug for more weakness, but we need to get back to the 9 moving average. If we get back to the 9 moving average on the 2-minute chart, that would be the exponential moving average. I might consider taking another short on it. Right now we're still pretty extended from it. At 2750 would be sort of an area I'd look at to putting a short back on it. Okay, well, let's see here. What do we got? Yeah, I'm looking at the SPY. It's kind of rolling over a bit here. Same with the IWM. We're losing, kind of losing some support here, even on the IWM. I kind of thought that IWM was going to be strong. It started out strong at the open, but we've just been selling off here. Qs are selling off. Oh, there goes plug. Didn't get back to the 9 moving average, so I didn't take a second short there. It's right back at S3, so it'll be interesting to see if we lose that or not. There's another level here. 2659 is yesterday's high. So the SPY has given up pretty much all the gains that it made from the open.
Oh, Brian, can you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you.
Oh, I've snuck in. Somehow I've snuck into Carlos's broadcast. I'm not really trading this morning. I am in Olympic fever here, watching all sorts of Olympic events, mostly the Canadian women's soccer and the gold medal match, which is now going into overtime. So we're just between.
Oh, did
periods.
They score?
They
the Canadians. Nice.
On another penalty kick. So it's
okay.
It's 1-1 going into overtime.
Sweet. Yeah, because I turned it on. And I saw the Swedes had scored a goal, and that was just going into just at the end of the first half.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm going to take this very small size 200 share short on Nvax just to see 191.30 filled. I won't give this a lot of room, but it looks like, see if we can get maybe $7 or $8 move out of this. Even a $5 move would be cool. But again, I keep it as long as it stays in the 191 level. I'll keep the trade. This is I would say a bit of a boredom trade, but I still think we're in a bit of a downtrend here on Nvax.
Looks like it's been a real choppy morning just looking at things.
Yeah, it has been. Fortunately, we had a nice move on your buddy AMD.
Oh yeah, I see AMD. That. At least there was a move up on the open. I'm not sure that I saw the signature for that, but
no, it kind of just popped up on the scanner, and then I've noticed in the chat a few people mentioned it, so I actually started looking at it. So that was thanks to the people in our chat room who also mentioned it.
Sorry. Come on. I just went short AMD.
Yeah, it does. It does look a little. Does look a little toppy here.
It's hard to
still
tell.
Waiting for Nvax to do something here.
Come on. Oh, I don't like this. I'm getting out of break even. It didn't break down fast enough, so that was a nothing trade. Yeah, Lou, I said I thought it would drop, and it didn't drop immediately, so I wasn't going to take any chances on it. Yeah, I see that there's a couple of big asks, right? Because there's one up at 114.50 and then 115. But I was seeing some size on the bid a little closer to the price action, so I thought maybe it would drop to get it, but good thing I got out there.
Nice, Vincent. I think. Oh, nice. He got in at 192. I know. I thought about it earlier. It did that bit of a pop at the open.
Oh, so reversed and gone long.
Yeah, AMD AMD is, it bounced off the 9 moving average almost to the penny. I'm going to cover half of my, I'm going to cover half of my Nvix here at 190.11 filled.
Nice.
Just so that I lock in some profits here. I think it's going to lose 190. Still got another 100 shares. See if I can get it down to 185. That'd be nice.
All right. Well, game is back already, so I just came for a brief time, quick trade. I'm off.
Nice.
Later.
Okay, go Canada. No offense to all the Swedes out there. All right, here we've lost 190 on Nvax. Oh, space is popping up on the scanner. Dang. I get a kick out of Nvax has got it. The spread on that is not great on the bid and the ask. I'm contemplating just getting out of it here. It did stay below the 9 moving average on that on this little pop up here. Yeah. Well, I'm still in the money on it. I'm going to get out of it. I don't like the way it's kind of holding here. So I'm out the rest. Lost a little on the last half, but it still may drop. I just don't feel like I don't have an edge on this right now. I mean, it looks like it could go either way. So if you don't feel like you've got an edge, you probably don't. And best to just step to the sideline. Wow, AMD came ripping back there, eh? It looks like it wants to go higher. Just watching AMD right now, see what it does. It put in a sort of a top here at 114.98. Didn't quite get through 115. Tempted to take a short on it here, but it kind of goes against my my rule of not shorting a strong stock. Let's see what we can get. It's coming back to the 9 moving average right now. Let's see what it does there. I might even look at it for a 920 trade. Okay, good. Well, there's no one to compete with a mic. Plug held that S3 level. right down almost to the penny as well. It's amazing how these levels are, so easy to trade around if you know where they are. Yeah, Plug kind of put in a bit of a double bottom there, or high or low, whatever you want to call it. Looks like might be moving back up. It's a good question. I think I do. Yeah, there's a box there that says calculate without using pre-post market data, and I do not check that, so I do use that data. Oh, MGNI, Nate, looks like it might. It's holding the 9 moving average still. Each pullback. Plug's coming up from the underside. Could be a 920 trade for Plug. It's right at the 20 moving average now. Yeah, I'm looking at Plug on the 2-minute. All my charts by the way, are 2-minute charts. Right to the moon, eh? What is MGNI? Magnite. Was this a SPAC? Don't. Space is taking off. Space reported last night. Yeah, look at Space. Wow. Yeah, I do. I look at the 5-minute and 15, but when I'm trading the open, it's really, the 5 and 15 aren't really in play. It's usually the 2-minute chart that I keep an eye on until we get later into the trading day. But even the 920 trade is off a 2-minute chart. So Space is doing a bit of a pullback here. Yeah, Space has had a nice day too. Really wasn't doing much in the open. Was just gapping up a little bit. See, here's the 920 trade in reverse. A few people have asked me, does the 920 trade work for a weak stock? Here's an example of a 920 trade that worked for a Plug on a weak stock. Usually we're playing these 920 trades on strong stocks. So like an AMD or a Space. Space is right down at the 9 moving average right now. We should get a bounce here. If it doesn't bounce here, there's the VWAP's down at it's quite a ways, 33.76. Still got a ways to go on that. Yeah, what's going on with Wish? Some of the banks are doing okay today. Of course, with the interest rates going up, I'm going to guess XLF is up a little bit here. Okay, there's your bounce on space off the 9 moving average. If anybody took that, I didn't take it. Yeah, Wish is popping up here a bit, eh? So 920 trade, usually you can see on plug on the reverse side of it. You can see at around 958 in the 2-minute chart. We broke through the 9 moving average going up. We came up to the 20 and basically touched it and rejected right from there. So that's the 920 trade. So after that rejection, you take half off when it goes back down to the 9, and then take another quarter when you get back to high of day or low of day in this case. And then you hold on to see if there's a continuation move. In this case, it looks like plug might be actually putting in another double bottom here. AMC, is that right? Yeah, I've been telling people I don't see, look at Nvax is going to lose it now. I don't usually do these N920 trades in reverse. I don't find they work as well. See, because look at AMC. AMC, I wouldn't be surprised if AMC starts to go higher now. You did rejection from the VWAP, but we might just get, one of Peter's lightning bolt patterns here where it's like an ABCD. So you had a higher low put on AMC when it broke through the 9 moving average to the upside. Then you had a bit of a pullback after it touched the VWAP, and now looks like we're going to try to go higher on AMC. Just took a little bit of a long on AMC here. Yeah, that's the only problem. It stopped out at the VWAP again here. So as long as it kind of holds in this level, so now is a good time to keep the share size small, just because it's a Friday. We're into a time of day where the moves aren't quite as clean. Just look for 920 trades now. Okay, let's see if we can get through the VWAP here on AMC. I think I need our specialist. Jared. AMC advising me here. Yeah, DKNG. I don't know. That kind of a pattern just looks like I definitely look at them because quite often those areas can be levels of support and resistance. Just watching AMC just to see if we hold this level, this 9 moving average. The thing I don't like about this trade right now is the volume's really starting to drop off here on it. I think I'm going to get out of AMC. Yes. Got out of that. Could not get through the VWAP. Yeah, okay, space is going back up. Looks like AMD's still pushing here. No, that's not true. We just talked about how Plug used. Plug did a 920 on the downside. As a weak stock, even though it was sort of gapping up. It was weak, and it was using the 9 moving average. It was, the 9 move average was following it down. So we had a plug reversal where it actually went up through the 9 moving average, not down below it. So it's just, AMD seems to be in a bit of a trend today. As long as it's holding the 9 moving average here, it's definitely trending higher. I was just saying that more often than not, I use the 920 trade on strong stocks. Use them. I don't use them as often. I don't even know if I see them as often on weak stocks. I would consider Plug a weak stock today because it gapped up, but then it just started to sell off at the open. Yeah. DKNG is starting to head south again. Yeah, Plug is using that 20 moving average now as resistance. Yeah, I know. I don't like chasing stocks like DKNG here right now. I mean, it could go lower. There's some levels here that it bounced off of, which it could continue to use as support, like this R3 level, 5188. It bounced off there once before, back at 950. You've got another level here at 5162 that it bounced off of at the market open. Having said that, the 9 and the 20 are still sloping down, so it's definitely in a downtrend. But I don't trust it. It could flip. Man, Hood turned into a real dud, eh? Just popped in the pre-market, popped at the open, and ever since then it's just been hanging loose right at the VWAP. I'm going to change some of my charts around here. Look at the stocks that are in play. AMD still definitely in play here. Space is definitely interesting. So let's keep watching Space and AMD right now. UPST. And I find UPST is just really difficult to trade, just because the spread on it can be $1 or more. The spread on it isn't actually that bad right now. It's only 20 cents. It is sitting right at yesterday's high, so and it used that as a resistance back at when we had that pop at the open. Yeah, I'm just keeping the eye on UPST just to see if it can break through this. What is that level? This is 137.35. Maybe, yeah, might. It's making a series of higher lows here. Yeah, just time of day and right at a level, sitting right at a level that it's having challenges getting through. So maybe it might go. All right, well, I took it long. There you go. Are you happy, Nate? just before that pop. I got to fill at 137.38. Small size because it's just it just trades a little erratic. But hey, I owe you a steak dinner. Okay, so let's EPST taking a half off through that 138 level. Space looks like it's going to we might get a 920 trade here on space. The 20 is down at 34.40-ish. Let me sit here at 34. Okay, I was going to say let me sit here at 34.45. Just got a fill on that. So I'm long space. We might come down to the VWAP here. We'll see. There we're touching the 20 moving average right now. We'll definitely get a bounce off the VWAP. Just added some there at 34.20. Okay, so let's see if we can get back up to 34.50. Put in an order at 34.48. Actually, might take some off here. I'm not feeling super confident about this. Just waiting. Yeah, I'm going to take half off here. 34.38 filled. Still, it's probably going to bounce up here, but I'm just don't like the way it's kind of hesitating a bit here. So fortunately, the 20 moving average was relatively close to the VWAPs, because sometimes what happens, it'll go through the VWAP and then it'll, it'll go through the 20 moving average, and then you'll get the bounce off the VWAP. So I just sold some more at 48. And I'll just stop out the rest around back at 34.20 where I added. I'm looking for a break of the 9 moving average now. Hopefully we can get through there. AMD might be doing a 920 trade too here. Okay, I'm going to sell all the rest of space here at 34.60. It's a bit of an unconventional 920 trade. Usually you get a bounce off the 20 and then it goes, I take half off back up at the 9, and then another quarter when we get back up near high of day, and then another quarter, just let it run if it's going to run, and then use the 9 moving average as stop. So it's always a profitable trade. This one I just when it loses the 20 and drops to the VWAP, I feel like it's a little bit weaker. So here comes AMD on the 920 trade. So I'm out of space. Profitable trade, but had to add some at the VWAP to get the better average. Space still looks actually a little bit weak here. I think space is fairly heavily shorted. Jesus. I should have, I should have taken the LABD along. DKNG is just rolling over here. So is Plug. What's Qs are just choppy. IWM just choppy. SPY is just hanging around the VWAP. Yeah, it's going to be might be a quiet Friday summer afternoon here. So the hood's not doing well. Look at AMD is still ripping. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I had a really good week actually. Every day was a green day, and trading with Thor. Um, Thor had some good days as well, and and then Peter had a few good trades jumping in after Thor dropped off to do the family vacation thing. That's dedication when when you got your family in tow and you're trading stocks in your hotel room at the morning. So AMD never did get back to the 20 moving average. It came pretty close on that pullback, but didn't quite get there. And sometimes that'll happen, especially on a strong stock like AMD has been this morning. All right, guys. Well, we're an hour into the trading day. I might shut it down here on YouTube. So I've pretty much finished trading for the day anyway, because it's just we're just gonna get some chop here. Things might pick up a little bit later in the day, but I think I'm gonna go out golfing actually this later this morning. So get out there and enjoy the rest of the day. So I hope everyone had a good day. It was kind of choppy at the open. There wasn't a lot of opportunities until I saw AMD, and other people picked it up earlier. That was a good pickup on for some of our members in the room. AMD is still strong, but yeah. And then Plug was a good trade as well, and Plug's still looking weak here. I wouldn't be surprised if Plug ends up going red on the day, the rate it's going. So yeah, thanks everyone for joining us this morning. Remember, there's always a opportunity to join us in the room. You don't have to deal with the lag on YouTube that you're getting. You're hearing us 10, 15 seconds, 20 seconds later. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but regardless, thanks for joining us. And there's your opportunity to, even for $24, you can join us for a week. And just check things out. We've got introductory classes, onboarding classes, we call them, for people that are just joining the room, so that you kind of get, there's a lot of information here. So you get one of our moderators taking you through, taking you through the various places where you can find lots of educational videos. There's webinars, so lots of stuff, good stuff here. Start out your trading career. So be great if you could join us, even for a week. Check us out. So, and again, always smash that like button. We like that as well. Have a great weekend, everybody. Relax. Have some good times out there, and we will see you Monday morning. Ciao for now, everyone.